Om Shanti. Today Baba is talking about support. The song today is मुझको सहारा देने वाले ये दिल कहे तेरा शुक्रिया. And when we think about support, then I have to ask myself, what is the support that I seek? Because sometimes we think that we need support in Kali Yuga. But when I read the Murli today, it was very interesting that I felt that Baba says that you don't need support for Kali Yuga because Kali Yuga is what it is. And it's already been created by 2500 years of vicious karma. So here it's not about support because it's just about dealing with what comes your way. So the strength to cross whatever is coming, and also the strength that we get from the knowledge of drama, that it is what it is, and being detached in every scene. That's the support that Baba can give in Kali Yuga, and he cannot change anything in Kali Yuga. So, if I want the scenes to change, if I want the behaviors to change, if I want my circumstances to change, Baba can't do much about it because it's already created through our own karma. So Baba says, I can only give you the power to handle it. And what do we mean by the power to handle it? The power to handle it or deal with it means being wise enough, powerful enough to not create further bad karma in those situations. Because when we get emotional, when we get upset, then we create thoughts, feelings, words, actions, which again create negative karma. So when we do that, that again leads to, worse situations later on. So Baba says that's the kind of strength I give you in Kali Yuga. I cannot give you the support to change what is. That's not what I can give. Now, mostly when people say, I need strength from God, they are talking, or support from God, they are talking about changing circumstances. So people think that God will come and shift something in Kali Yuga and that's God's support. But Baba says, no, Kali Yuga is what it is. And these days sometimes people come and discuss their problems. And it's very difficult to figure out who is wrong. Because when, there are entire families coming and then there is this, even figuring out who is wrong or what's going on is also very difficult because even the souls involved have no clarity. So they are doing things and then they are not taking the responsibility for it because there is so much weakness that we are not exactly choosing the choices we are making. So I think that even when you're not in a very Gyan Swarup stage, it's very confusing if you start trying to understand what's going on and try to label this person did this and this person did that. So Baba gives us the knowledge of it is what it is. It is neither good nor bad, neither right nor wrong. It is just what it is. And the reason behind it, the whole karmic reason behind everything, the way it is happening is so complicated that you cannot figure it out with your logical mind. Sometimes you think that, okay, this thing happened to this person, so maybe he did a bad karma in the last life, and then this person is doing it to them, so maybe he is a bad person and he did some bad karma and he has bad sanskars. But it is very difficult to figure out, in fact, what is good or what is bad and who is good and who is bad. So Baba gives us the reason that this is a time for karmic settlements, and settlements are coming in many manners. So it's best to look at everything in a very detached manner and just know that it is nothing. It is not good, not bad. It is neither right nor wrong. It is just what it is. And there is no point labeling whatever is happening. There is no point labeling. There is no point getting emotional. It's just you have to practice to be detached and cross it. That's it. Even if it's happening in your own body, you don't have to analyze it too much. So, people will say, I did this, so this happened to me, I did that. So, no, you don't know what you did and when you did. So, maybe you did it some 10 births back. You can't pretty much do anything about it. So, just let it go. So, it is what it is, and it has to be accepted the way it is. And there have to be no feelings about it, no emotions about it. You just have to feel who you are. You have to know who you are and behave accordingly. So you don't have to ask the situation or the behavior or the condition how you need to behave. You just have to ask yourself, who are you and how do you need to behave? So the situation or the condition or the circumstance should not dictate how I feel or what I think or how I behave. It is my own sense of self which should dictate how I should behave. So even if somebody looks very miserable to you and they appear like they need a lot of help and this and that, you help them, but don't cross your line of maryada. If somebody looks wrong and bad also, you do the needful, but always know that you have a line of maryada and you do that within those lines. And Baba has not allowed us to hate anybody or be judgmental. So I don't care. Even if they have done something, it's to be taken care of by the drama. I have no say in it, and Baba has asked me to give them the spiritual help you can give. So you can give it. And so Baba says that you don't need support in Kali Yuga, because Kali Yuga is what it is and it's already been created by past karma. So you only need this practice to be detached and to be yourself and just cross everything, because basically you can't correct anything. You can only be yourself, and in that influence, if something shifts, that's also according to their destiny. So if you are striving and trying to correct something, that's not going to happen. So the best you can do is be detached, not be emotional or sensitive about what's going on, and just know that you have to be yourself, do what you're meant to do under Baba's Srimad, and then even if something shifts, don't take the credit for that, because that's also in drama. So, and there will be many who will not shift, and there will be many things which will not budge even an inch. And then there'll be somebody who will say that seeing you, my life was completely transformed. So, that's all happening according to the drama. So, you have to be pretty detached about what's happening. You have to be detached about how you are seeing it. You have to be detached about what's happening in response to you being you. That's it. So then what do we need support for? So Baba says, in the Murli, Baba clarifies it very well. Baba today says that no one in the world can now be a support for anyone else. I told you that everything is according to drama. You cannot really do much about anyone or anything. A support is for taking you to happiness. And then you don't need support, to continue in sorrow. Nobody asks for support to continue in sorrow. So if you're asking support for you to continue in Kalyug, when you say, give me health, wealth, and this and that now, then you're asking support to continue in Kalyug. Do you want to continue in Kalyug? Yes, so you have long life in Kalyug, very bad for you, because because Kalyug is going to get only worse. So then why do you need more relationships, more life? So, bless me with marriage, bless me with children. You want another soul also to suffer. In any case, you are suffering too much. Then you want to bring another one, make him suffer also. Why do you want this? So Baba says, nobody wants support for sorrow. And support is not given to continue in sorrow. Support is always given to take you to happiness. And Baba says, people only remember the Supreme Soul for him to come and give everyone peace. In the golden age, everyone is happy. All the rest of the souls live in the land of peace. Bharat was heaven, and everyone was a master of the world. There was no peacelessness or violence there. It must definitely have been Baba who created that new world. So Baba says, when I say I give you support, I give you the support to create a new world so that you can move into a new world. I don't give you the support to continue being in Kalyug, continue being in sorrow. I give you the support to create a new world so that you can move to a world of happiness. Yes, so do you want to continue in misery, continue in sorrow, or do you want to create a new world and move there and live a life of happiness? And let me tell you, this is not the first time we are faced with this question. There are many times in life when even in limited circumstances, you are faced with this question, whether you want to continue in misery, or you want to make some effort and live in a better condition. So, if your room is dirty, whether you want to live in that dirty room or you want to pick up the broom, do 1 hour of labor and then clean it well and then live in that clean room. So there are many who don't take that choice and they continue living in that dirty room. So there is always this choice, whether you want to continue in misery or you want to do some work and make the world a better place and you want to shift to happiness. And Baba says, I give you the support for that. I don't give you the support to just, give a temporary lease extension to Kali Yuga. So another 50 years of miserable life, let me bless you with. No, because life is going to be miserable in Kali Yuga. Baba cannot change the structure in Kali Yuga. So Baba says, that's why I'm giving you the support to create Satyuga. And then Baba says today in the Murli that when we talk about Satyuga, then what is Satyuga and what is the support that Baba is talking about? So Satyuga is a pure world. And when you become pure, you go to Satyuga. You cannot, yesterday's or, day before yesterday's Murli also Baba specified that impure souls cannot go to a pure world. So Baba is giving us the support to become pure. And that's the support that Baba is giving. And what is that support? So Baba says, I give you the knowledge of your home that is pure. I give you the knowledge that you're my child and I'm the ocean of purity. So when you connect your buddhi to your home and to me and to the new world that's pure, when you connect your intellect to us, then you can become pure. So Baba says, this is the support I'm giving. Before me, you had no idea about what is purity in practical existence. But now you know that the soul world is pure, you know that the new world is pure, you know Baba is pure, and you know that you are related to all of these. So you have to believe in your pure self and re-emerge that purity. This is the support I give. And then the second thing that Baba today says is, everybody in the world says, world calls out to God and says, you are my father and mother. Yes? When a husband and wife are going to the temple, then the husband doesn't say, you are my father and mother, and the wife doesn't say, God, you are my father-in-law and mother-in-law. Do they say that? Both say, you are my father and mother. Yes. So, when we say, you are my, or it's very interesting when you are in a gathering and couples are sitting also, you say brothers and sisters. You don't say my brothers and sisters and their wives or their husbands. You say brothers and sisters to everybody. So we know that, in language also we have this, that every soul is calling out to God as his parent. And then we are in bodies and calling out to God as our parent. Then who are we to each other? We are brothers and sisters. And Baba says, just condition yourself into this, yukti, that we are all God's children and now Baba is here, so let me behave like one and embrace purity. So Baba says, I give you many methods. I am giving you the strength to be pure. Then Baba says, I am giving you the temptation to be pure. And you see that Baba today says something very nice and it touched my heart like anything. Baba says, the sannyasis give up lust and they go and live in a jungle. And I am asking you to give up lust and go and live in heaven. So is going to heaven not attractive enough for you to give up lust? A sannyasi is able to give up lust and choose a life living in a jungle. And he finds that living in a jungle is good enough, and and for that they leave lust. And I am asking you to leave lust and go and live in heaven. And is that temptation not good enough? And then Baba says that sannyasis, when they become pure, they are revered by people, but they are not worshipped like deities. When you become pure, you are worshipped like deities. Because you become pure in a pure world, and in a pure world, the bodies are pure. So those bodies are also worshipped. Sannyasis' bodies are not pure, even if they stay pure. So they are not worshipped. You will be worshipped for 63 births, and still, why can't you embrace purity? Is that not temptation enough? So Baba says, I give you the support to go to a pure world, create a pure world, go to a happy world created on the basis of purity. And you see that the importance of purity has always been recognized in the world. Baba says in the Murli today that the sannyasis are respected for what? Because they give up lust. Sannyasis are well known for their anger. So they are not respected because they give up anger. Lust is the first vice, and the world knows that the one who gives that up is respectable, worthy of respect and regard. So Baba says, I am telling you, you will become worship worthy for 63 births and a deity for 21 births if you give up this vice. And I'm also teaching you the method how to, draw in the power to be pure by remembering your sweet home, which is pure, remembering the new world, which is pure, remembering Baba, who is the ocean of purity. Then why can't you become pure? And then today Baba says, renounce so pull your intellect away from this decayed body and this decayed world. And Baba says that in Satyug, Baba has told us many times in the Murli that in Satyug, when we will leave the body, then when we leave the body, the soul has a vision that I am going to leave this old body and take a new body. Yes, a child's body. And the soul leaves the body happily because you are exchanging an old body for a new, beautiful, childlike body. Right? Now Baba says, I am telling you that when you leave this 84th body, and this is the worst of all the bodies you got. When you leave this body, you're going to enter the most beautiful body you get in the whole cycle. You're going to have a deity body, And still, are you not happy about it that you cannot pull your intellect from this old body? So Baba says that when you are going to get such a beautiful body, it's very normal and natural for you to forget this old body now and not be attached to it. And just think about the beautiful body you're going to get. And Baba says, can't you remember that new body and forget this one? So Baba is giving us the strength and support to create a new world. And that is Baba's support. So do you understand the real meaning of the support that Baba gives? Mujhko sahara dene wale. So what is the sahara that Baba is giving? Not the sahara that you continue to be in this miserable world for another 40 years. That's not the sahara we need. The support to create a better world, move into that better world, that's what Baba is giving. And then Baba tells who are the children who take the support. So this is what Baba is giving. Okay, but who are the children who take the support? So today's question is, which children receive the father's support? Because there are two entities, the giver and the receiver, and the role of both is very important. The giver is giving, but the receiver has to receive too. So Baba says, who are the children who receive the father's support? The answer is, the children with honest hearts receive the father's support. It is said that the Lord is pleased with an honest heart. The Father is pleased with those who put every direction of His into practice. Now, what is honesty? What is honest heart? Those who follow Baba's directions honestly are those with honest hearts. And Baba says those are the ones who are receiving the support. Because Baba is giving everything, but if we are not putting those directions into practice, then there is no support received. And even though Baba has come to take us to heaven, we might end up empty-handed. So Baba says those who follow Baba's directions sincerely, they are the ones who are receiving support. And today Baba also specifies some directions. So Baba says, the Father's directions are for you to stay in remembrance, become pure, and do service to show others the path. So the main three directions are, first, stay in remembrance. Second, become pure. If you have to go into if you don't remember Baba, no power to become pure. Yes? If you don't become pure, you can't go to the pure world. And if you don't serve others, if you don't make others also understand Gyan and practice Yoga, then can you go alone in Satyug? So you have to create a kingdom. So Baba says, if you want to go to Satyug, these are the three things you have to do. Stay in remembrance, become pure, and then make others, show others the path and do seva. Then another important Shrimad. You have to take care of yourselves in the company of Shudras. So you see that Shudra, the term Shudra is referred to body conscious people. So in the world, Shudras are attached with chamdi, with skin. So Baba says, all those who are skin conscious, body conscious, They are all Shudras. So, and we live in the world of Shudras, right? We are Brahmins, but we live in the world of Shudras. So, when we are in the company of body conscious people, we have to take care of ourselves, right? Now, let me, and today Baba talks about Biscope. Biscope means movies. Now, what is company? So, even if somebody is sitting beside you, are you in their company? Not necessarily. Until your mind is connected to their mind, you are not in their company. Right? Now, even if somebody is not physically present around you, you can still be connected to their mind. Because you see, when you are watching a news, a documentary, a movie, a TV series, whatever you're watching these days, these are creations of human minds. And when you're watching anything that is a creation of human mind, you are connecting your mind to a body conscious mind. And that's company. And that company has an impact on you. So Baba says, don't connect your minds to other people's minds. Don't take their opinions, their thoughts seriously. They don't know the truth. And then Baba says that don't watch creations that are created by, body conscious minds. That's bad company. So this is also very important direction of Baba. And in the world, everybody is body conscious and vicious. And that is why every creation of man glorifies vices. You look at the creation done today, lust and violence is disguised as heroism and achievement and attachment and beauty and love. Is it not? They give a very beautiful color to lust and violence. And it makes vices very attractive for you. And in that whole attraction, you forget the Gyan. So Baba says that this body conscious creation you have to be very wary of. Don't come in the company of Shudras. And I challenge you, you can just take it as an experiment. If you stop this company, if you don't watch stuff, if you just don't listen to the topics that they are discussing, or if you take care of your vision, then you will feel how natural purity is for you. You will have no impure urges because they are all triggered from outside. Purity is very, very natural. It's the company of the Shudras that triggers impurity. So Baba says, if you want to put my direction into practice, then you must take care of the company of Shudras. And then the third thing Baba says today is, do not perform any wrong actions with your physical organs. So in the Murli today, Baba says that There will be a lot of challenge from Maya, and sometimes, your thoughts will be wild and there'll be so many, thoughts coming into your mind. But then don't come into action. Because when it's at the level of the thought, you can just shift it and there is no karmic account created. But once you have put that thought into action, then there is a karmic account created, and then Baba can't do anything. Then you have to receive 100%, 100-fold punishment of that karma. Yes, so Baba says, this is one wrong action that you do, which is bringing into practice. So Baba, let me read that out to you. Baba says, you will have many dirty thoughts, but you mustn't perform such actions through your physical organs. Don't commit sin and then write, Baba, I performed this sinful act. Forgive me. You performed a sinful act, there will therefore be 100-fold punishment accumulated. Okay, Baba can't do anything. Then Baba says, firstly, there is punishment accumulated for not telling Baba. So not telling Baba means not telling Baba when you have a storm, or not telling Baba when you're doing stuff which trigger that storm. So yesterday also Baba said that give your full chart. What are you thinking? What is your, there is this, so how are you using your time, and how are you using your thoughts, and how are you using your physical energy? Give all the chart. Because if you are not honest with Baba beforehand, then you will commit the sin and then come, and then Baba can't help you. So Baba says, first punishment you will receive for not following the Shrimad to be honest with Baba. And not honest after you made the mistake. After you made the mistake, it's not honesty, it's guilt driving you. Honesty is something else. Honesty you have before making the mistake. And then Baba says, if you had storms and you did it, then you have to suffer. Baba can't do anything in it. So this is Baba's Shrimad. Beware of the company of Shudras, creation of body conscious minds. Take care of yourself. Don't put your thoughts into actions. And then pay attention to remembrance, purity and seva. And then Baba says, those children who do this honestly will be able to receive my support. And then today Baba says, the method to become a conqueror of sinful actions. So how do you get power to not perform sinful actions? So Baba says that is Amritwela meditation. Yes, so Baba says wake up early in the morning and remember Baba. That time is very good. That time is also very good, and the vibrations are also pure. When the soul becomes tired at night, he says, I am now becoming detached. You should also have your intellects connected in yoga there while being here. Wake up at Amritwela and you will also be able to remember Baba during the day. This is an income. The more you remember Baba, the more you will become a conqueror of sinful action and also be able to imbibe. Now, Baba says, have you seen when you go to sleep at night, then there are thoughts running around in your mind? Yes? And then there is a moment when you tell, now I have no business with this world. I just want to sleep. And then you become detached. Right? So Baba says, you have to do the same thing in Amritwela. The world is there, but you have to sit detached. And just like when you become detached in the night, then you reach a stage where there are sights around you, sounds around you, but nothing reaches you. Similarly, when you sit in Amritvela in a detached state, then and lost in Baba's love, then that 1 hour, whatever is happening around you, you will not be aware of it. You will only receive Baba's love and Baba's power. And this powerful stage that you create in Amritvela will help you to refrain from reacting during the day, refrain from giving into urges of lust, anger, ego, attachment, greed. It will keep your buddhi in place and it will help you not perform sinful actions. It will help you imbibe Baba's Shrimat. Because for a powerful soul, following powerful directions is very easy. And then Baba says, those who become pure and stay in remembrance will also be able to do service. Because they will become serviceable. Every action of theirs will give a message, a way of life which other people can follow. When you follow directions, Baba is pleased with you. So follow this direction of Amritvela, not just waking up, but following the method to be detached and lost in remembrance of Baba. Om Shanti.